Aurora Theater Shooting suspect James Holmes will be moving to the state mental hospital. Holmes in court this morning changing his plea to not guilty by reason of insanity. The judge also allowing the notebook he sent to psychiatrist Lynn Fenton to be entered into evidence. 7 News reporter Marshall Zellinger tracking this story from the beginning and is live with the new motions filed by the defense.
And these links are just some of the 89 motions James Holmes' attorneys recently filed. Motions such as wanting to limit and prohibit jurors from having any kind of electronic device should this go to trial, and that could last upwards of 4 months. Also, they've told the judge they intend to ask for a change of venue out of Arapahoe County. As James Holmes sat in court reviewing with his attorneys the terms of his insanity plea, 89 motions filed by his defense team posted online, many of them asking the judge to suppress or prevent evidence from being presented at trial, like statements Holmes made when he was arrested and searches of his Aurora apartment and car parked behind the Century 16 Theater.
It's the defense attorney's way of saying the prosecution has to prove that these things can come in, as opposed to just everybody looking the other way and just shrugging.
At least 12 motions ask for specific discovery, not yet provided by prosecutors, to be handed over to the defense.
Most of the motions are things that we would expect to happen automatically. This is the defense's way of saying we're not just going to guess that it's happening automatically, we're going to make sure it happens.
This motion asks the judge to require all jurors to wear a tag that says the word juror. And this one asks for Holmes to be allowed to wear civilian clothing at trial. The defense is asking for a hearing for each motion.
I don't think it's a way to necessarily drag out the case. It is a way to make sure that the defense is dotting every I and crossing every T and making sure that they're doing everything they can.
Check out this first motion the defense filed. It's about an email that apparently was sent to the theater 4 days after the shooting, an email that said, quote, "I am coming over to finish his job. The master demands it." According to the motion, Aurora police investigated the email, and the defense wants to know what police found out. Reporting live, Marshall Zellinger, 7 News.
Now, Joshua Nallen, one of the survivors in court today, was shot in the arm and leg, and he thinks the defense keeps coming up with ways to delay a trial.
They have a strategy, and they're trying to play one step at a time, and utilize the system as much as they can to use it for their benefit, not for ours.
Court proceedings will continue as Holmes waits for a mental evaluation. Now, we found it could be at least a month before Holmes is transferred to Pueblo for that evaluation.